a successful start to the new campaign. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden.
Left field, call it. Babe Ruth, ball it. Your boyfriend's got a cauliflower, and I'm a... So sue me. Who you, Judge Judy? Stack in the room. You hold it down, 'cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now. Turn it up to 11. Blow it up, straight to heaven. Dropping big beats, so they gotta listen. Yeah, you can hear me now. We're just a couple of weirdos coming to your city, sending bass into your earlobes like your bleached out hairdos. We glowing in the dark, got the spark, about to flare the fuse. That's just how we do. To Geronimo, parachute, skydiving off your parents' roof. Saw the magician's assistant in half like who the are you? Who the are you? Who the are we? We be the dudes who just come over to water the lawn. We don't say hi, we just come over to walk your dog. We nice like that, we super nice like that. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now. Turn it up to 11. Blow it up, straight to heaven. Dropping big beats, so they gotta listen. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now. Can you hear me now?
It's so important to find players you can really commit to in these first few rounds. You'd hate to have to readdress these same positions later on.
Yeah, you can hear me now.
We've already had a New York Giant be selected in this draft. Now here's a chance for a teammate to join him. Excellent selection. Just what this team needs to maybe get him over the hump. And this team does have a lot of needs, but this guy is a legitimate star, and he'll make everyone around him better.
How do we fall apart faster than a hairpin?
Yeah, I don't think you needed a crystal ball to see that pick coming. That's all about loyalty and familiarity right there.
Don't you say one breath, it'll just break it. So shut your mouth and run me like a river. Shut your mouth.
These middle rounds are where your decisions can really impact your team, because if you pass on certain positions, there's no... And this is a big piece of the puzzle right here. Maybe a no-brainer, but a great pick regardless. Yeah, I think with that pick, you're just looking to build up your core. Get some guys in here that can help round out the roster. Yeah, I think they got the best player there, and they got a guy that fills a big need, so that's an excellent choice.
Tales of an endless ride. Cursed is a fool who's willing. Can't change the way we are. One kiss away from killing. Don't you say?
Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available.
So shut your
A bit of a dilemma with this threesome. Which side of the ball do you turn your focus to here? It's the age-old question on draft day. What's the bigger need, offense or defense? Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches or someone who can really help you out at the playmaking type spot? Boy, it's finger-crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available. Does this pick fill a big need? I'm not so sure that it does, but it is at least a slight improvement over what they had in place. Yeah, not too much analysis needed here. This is quite a get at this stage of the draft.
Just a bunch of poor boys, daddy's girls, children of the cornfield, trying to turn a shift job into a dollar bill. We wear the muddy boots, stay true to how we're raised. Ain't nothing about us fake. You know we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long, bonfire on the back 40 in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight. Yeah. Just a bunch of John Deere junkies getting funky to some money. Got them signed up pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long, bonfire on the back 40 in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of. A new era begins today. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Draft Champions. The Patriots interplay this afternoon, ready to see what they've got and how or if these pieces are coming.
And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's brought down after a good gain. A nice gain of 21 yards.
So much of this game is still mental, still psychological. Yeah, we just saw a big-time run right there, but you have to believe he was dreaming about this last night in his hotel room before this one, thinking, hey, first time I touch it, let's go for some big yardage and set a tone. That's exactly what he got done.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Second down and 4. handoff. Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2 Patriots there to bring him down. Offense just a yard away from the line they need to gain. 3rd down.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well. Because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike." An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
To throw on second, McNabb. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Khalil Mack able to drop him for a loss of a couple. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in, and it's 4th down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. They come out here in the eye. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
To throw is Manning. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. Wow, incredible.
Miss.
And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Manning again here on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Deshaun Jackson, 64 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches, and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Now it's McNabb. And some room to roam now. Spinning past him. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Akeem Ayers from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've hit the end of quarter 1. It's a close game here early on. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Now McNabb. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's got a new one. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Now, this will be the 9th play on this drive. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
From the gun, here's McNabb. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team.
And the Patriots gearing up to go now. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to San Diego after this timeout. One man on the backfield. That's McCoy. Now Manning escaping the pressure right. And this one caught by Cameron Braid. The 20. 30 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Patriots a first down.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays. The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on third down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now, can't he?
Yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran taken with the defense will give him.
Again, it's Manning. Eluding the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The tight end Cameron Braid was the target, and that'll bring up second down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. LaShawn McCoy taking it in. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking. Whoa, he just yanked that one well to the left and no good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation?
Starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. Khalil Mack's starting to get a really big-time reputation as a pass rusher, and rightly so. So explosive off the edge, getting to the quarterback. but he doesn't neglect his run duties as well. How about that tackle right there? Such a package he has, able to play the run and the pass so well.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he will perhaps get back. And apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the halftime report. We'll see in the postgame. We're ready to get to the third quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Here's McCoy, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Throwing now is Manning on the move to his left. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled it. Incomplete. Boy, sitting on a 2-score lead at this stage in the game. That punter, he must be pretty lonely over there on the sideline thinking, why? In the world was my number not called there?
As far as he's concerned,
well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
and that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Crockett Gilmore, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. The tight end can kind of be that diamond. And oh, it's blocked. This is going the other way. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way into the end zone, and it's 2 points. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is taken at his 4. Oh, look at the juke. Stays on his feet. Oh, the spin.